Hey guys, Goon here and welcome to another build video. Yesterday Arrowhead dropped a massive update with the Illuminate faction finally making their first appearance, and so after about 24 hours of having a little look at the faction, I've come up with a new build that I think that you guys might find useful, so let's dive right into it. So for equipment you're taking the XO3 Prototype 3 armor, the Blitzer, the grenade pistol and the incendiary impact. For stratagems it's the laser cannon, guard dog rover, orbital laser and machine gun sentry. Okay, so firstly we're running the Arc 12 Blitzer as our primary weapon. The Blitzer as for against the bugs is fantastic for subduing mass amounts of enemies coming at you, and with these squid zombies as I call them, you need to be able to slow them down. It's also good in regards to taking out the flying enemies because you don't need to be particularly accurate, and it also has a wide spread and will take out multiple enemies at any given time. Furthermore, another good thing about the Blitzer is that it doesn't require any ammo, and as a result of that you don't find yourself constantly having to resupply while your teammates might need it more than you. Another positive that comes from using the Blitzer is that the Illuminate seem to use a lot of arc weapons themselves. Tesla towers and the observers also have a arc function with their attack. So I've been running XE3 Prototype 3 armor, which has the 95% reduction on all arc damage. So hopefully you and your team should be running this armor so your Blitzer won't do too much damage to your teammates as well. So your secondary weapon is your grenade pistol. The grenade pistol will be used primarily to take out the ships in the bases after you've removed the shields using your support weapon, which we'll discuss in more detail later. For grenades, it can basically be a toss-up. You can choose on your own what you use. Flashbangs might work, i.e. stun grenades, but I tend to use the incendiary impact grenade because you can just chuck them into a horde of zombies and watch them burn. As mentioned before, for armor we're using the EX3 Prototype 3 armor because of its 95% damage reduction against all arc weapons, which the Illuminate tend to employ on a regular basis. The Harvesters also have a arc damage if you get closer to them, so it's a good job to have this armor on, I think. Okay, so as usual, let's talk stratagems. Firstly, I think the most important one to have is the LAS-98 laser cannon. I use this weapon primarily to remove shields from the enemy and to take out hordes of zombies coming at you as well, because obviously you can just hold down the trigger and burn through them as you go. The laser cannon also not having any ammo results in you being able to continually use it, and as a result you're able to move forward without stalling for ammo or anything like that. In addition to the LAS-98 laser cannon, I also bring along a guard dog rover laser type because it can also help with the hordes of zombies that are going to be pressing down on you at all times. Using the guard dog rover will also help you be able to focus on the overseers more rather than having to focus on the zombies, and in this way you'll be able to primarily defend yourself against the harder targets. Okay, so the area of effect stratagem that I tend to use here is the orbital laser. It can be used to take out the ships instantaneously. You don't have to go through the base shields, and then that way you can just throw in an orbital laser if you find the right spot, and you should be able to go straight through all of the ships in the area without too much hassle. On top of that, the orbital laser can be used in a pinch against harvesters and also against large groups of enemies when things have gotten out of control. It does tend to go through quite a fair number of them, giving you an opportunity to escape or to get yourself in position to be able to fight them off. And the final stratagem is actually a toss-up again. I've been running the machine gun sentry when I've been wanting to take out the hordes again, because I feel that this helps you get a little bit of cover and once again focus on the harder enemies. The machine gun sentry will also take out the overseers and the observers if it targets them, so again, it's not a bad shout. However, I have also been having trouble with harvesters when I haven't had any sort of heavy impact weapons. The laser cannon can take them out, but it takes a long time and you have to be a bit cover happy. So the next thing I would say is take the orbital rail cannon instead of the machine gun sentry, unless one of your teammates has some heavy ordnance to take out harvesters. The rail cannon, the best thing to do, take down the shield using your laser cannon of a harvester and then throw the orbital rail cannon at them, and that should take them out in one hit. There has been instances of the harvesters surviving a direct hit from a rail cannon, but it's not common enough to be able to not justify bringing that stratagem with you. Let's talk a little bit about how the build works now that you've gotten all the details of what to bring with you. The laser cannon, as I mentioned previously, is primarily used in order to take down the shields of the enemy, at which point you use your other weapons in order to complete your objective. For example, in the case of taking down ships, if you're needing to get in close, you get up close, position yourself in front of the open door of the ship, take away its shield using your laser cannon, and then fire your grenade pistol into the door, and that should take care of that. As I say, the rail cannon can be used to take down harvesters. The machine gun sentry can be used to cover you against zombie hordes and also against overseers and observers. And the guard dog rover does exactly the same thing. So primarily what you're doing here, this build is geared towards keeping the numbers lower so that you don't have to deal with continuously retreating. Alright guys, so that's the build. Have a little look at it, tell me what you think, leave a comment, and if you like this build, like and subscribe for more content. Thanks guys, see you next time.